you won't get these drinks out here. I got money, so they put it in the bag. I'm pulling off all the tags and pulling off in a jag. Fuck being broke, cause broke niggas is mad. Get a job with your broke ass and get it out the hoe's ass. I go fast when I'm riding through the city lights. I'm from the Bay, West Coast with your city like new Nikes, fresh jeans, and a snapback.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm a vibe, you a vibe, we should vibe, so you should what? You should like, comment, share, and subscribe. But only if you want to, only if you want to. Y'all know what today is. 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 Y'all see what cup I got in my hand. Y'all see I got my bougie cup in my hand. So y'all already know what that means. It's Wasted Wednesday. Y'all want to know why? Because y'all be having y'all checking y'all calendar. So y'all already know it's Wednesday and we about to get wasted. And I'm about to tell y'all a story time. Now, y'all, I be having so many story times going through my mind. Like when it comes to film, like I be like, what I want to do, what I want to do. But I'm about to give y'all one about this is part 2 to worst job ever at Macy's. I'm giving y'all part 2. This is part 2. All right, so let's get into this. So I kind of went over a little bit about this in a story time I did of L. What did I title that? I got caught cheating. He was stalking me. That video. Yeah, I was working at that Macy's in the women's shoe department. So let me just tell y'all already know how I got here. I had started working here because I had got a new car, and you know, I just wanted the extra money to make sure I could pay my car note, my car insurance, all that good stuff. But before I get into this story time, let me taste this drink. This is good. I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. Let me tell y'all. One of the tribe members recommended that. Yeah, y'all, we the tribe over here. We're a tribe. I was trying to think of like, is we an army? Is we a gang? Is we a clique? We a tribe. We a tribe because I like tribe. Tribe is like family. It's a union. We're together. We move as one over here. So one of the tribe members suggested this drink. I just added my own little twist to it, but she told me to try like a lemonade from a fast food restaurant. I think she said Jollibee's or whatever, but we don't have one where I'm at. So I went to Popeyes and I got the strawberry lemonade. So I put the strawberry lemonade from Popeyes in here. I put some Sprite in here. I put some Sutter Home lemonade, 7.5% alcohol in here. And then I put some Jose Cuervo clear in here. And I mixed all that together. I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. Girl, I cannot think of her at name, but I'm going to put it up here on the screen. Thanks, girl, for the recommendation. I know you said I should put lemon lime in it, but I forgot. But it's popping. You was right. You said it was a hit, and girl, it is a hit. I don't even drink stuff with soda. I don't really do soda, but you can taste all the different flavors in one is good. Thank you for the recommendation. And if y'all got any drink recommendations, leave them down below so I can try them. And I'm going to shout y'all out. And everybody, y'all need to try this because it's good. I'm not giving it a 10 out of 10 just because it's somebody suggested this to me. I like this. You cannot taste the alcohol. I mean, girl, maybe you put more alcohol, but I put alcohol. I put a lot of that Jose Cuervo in here. You feel me? And it's good. I'm messing with this. All right, so let's just get into this story. So basically, I'm going to be telling y'all about the time where my coworker tried to fight me. This bitch made me I keep saying I'm going to stop cussing. This lady had me like crying at the job and like we was about to squabble. And I just want to give a disclaimer. This story time shouldn't be long, but who knows? I keep saying, oh, the story time not going to be long. And then bam, it's long. But we gonna see. So this was before all that with L had happened. Like I had just told y'all, this is when I first started working here. So my first day there, I was in training. They was basically telling me what I was going to be doing at the store was restocking shoes on the racks. And like when the sailors needed like a shoe from the back or something, I would go get the shoe and bring it to them. Okay. Or sometimes I would work in the back organizing the stock shelves, but I did not sell shoes. And I technically wasn't supposed to be ringing customers out. I wasn't supposed to be doing none of that, but I have had cash register training, and you do got to take cash register training, you know, when you get hired on. Either way, just in case you do. So let's go back to that. Let's go to the training. So because I did the training already, I kind of knew everything I needed to do. So I kind of breezed through it, but I tried to take as long as possible because they train you. I mean, they pay you during the training. So I get through that, y'all. I stretch it out a couple days. They knew I've been there already, so I couldn't stretch it to a week like I did the first time. But, you know, I tried to stretch it as long as I could to where it made sense. So finally, I come my first day of training. They telling me everything that I might need to do. They're actually showing me what I would do. All that's going cool. When I first started working there, I was shadowing this girl. She was, you know, a person of color. She was so cool. She was so cute. Like, she was showing me everything. Like, me and her got along. Like, she was around my age. So I was just really liking it. I love working in the women's shoe department because I love shoes, y'all. If y'all don't know, I am a shoe fanatic. So I was in heaven, and they was telling me whatever sale going on, you get a discount on, you get a store discount, and you get an employee discount. So I got discount on discount plus whatever sale they had. I got to see whatever shoes came out first. I got to put it to the side, put it on hold, all kind of stuff. So I was like a kid in a candy store. I was just so juiced to work in this department because I did not want to work in the women's fragrance. Because you already know how that went when I worked in the women's fragrance last. No, I can't do that. So this girl's training me. She's showing me everything I would need to do. Cool. Now she's a seller, but she was just showing me like, you know, this is what you would do to like assist, you know, the sellers, or what you do on the floor, you know, picking up the shoes, organizing them by color, size, all that good stuff, type of shoe. That goes cool. That first 2 weeks go by. I'm getting the hang of things. It's pretty easy. You just restock shoes back on the shelves, take shoes to the back, bring them shoes that they're looking for. Easy peasy. Ring up some customers here and there if it's too busy. Easy peasy. So one day, the girl come in and she was like, "Girl, I just want to let you know this is my last day." And I was like, "What?" She was like, "Yeah, I don't know if they told you, but, you know, I'm getting married, and basically my man told me I ain't got to work no more. You feel me? I'm going to school. I'm in college, and my man about to take care of me, so I don't need to work here no more. So, yeah, I just want to let you know." I was like, dang, like, I really fuck with you. I'm supposed to not be cousin. I really mess with you. Like, damn. Like, mind y'all, she was the only other, can you say black girl? She was the only other brown skinned girl working in the department. Okay, now it was other ethnic people in this department, but she was the only, you know, my race girl there. So, you know, and my age. So I was just so sad that that was her last day, because like I was really messing with her. Like, we clicked and I just worked with her so well. So after she left, you know, things are going cool. Until like this one OG, you know, seller in there, we're gonna call her Carol. And she kind of had already started getting on my nerves, because like she would basically want me to do her job. Like, she'd be like, "Oh, I'm helping 2 customers and I need you to go help the other customer I'm helping and see what they want, see all the other shoes they want." I'm like, that's not my job. My job is for you to say, "Hey, I got some customers. I need a size 9. Can you go grab the size 9, you know, while I'm helping the customers," or something like that. Cool, whatever. I'm like, my job is not to go up to the customer and ask them their sizes and asking what else that's not my job. I'm not a seller. I'm not getting commission, because mind you, the sellers got paid hourly and commission. I'm not getting no commission, so I'm not doing it. So I would just tell her like, "Oh, I was told not to do that kind of stuff, because you can only do that if you're getting paid commission." And she'd be like, "Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. I just really need help. It's okay." So at first I was letting her ass slide here and there. I'd be like, "Okay, but you know, I can't keep doing this because it's not my job. I'm supposed to stay on the floor, pick up the shoes that people don't want, take them back to the back, or if they got them off the rack, put them back. I can't keep, you know, doing your job for you." But I'm telling her in a nice way. But she always kind of had like a stink attitude. She was like, "Well, aren't you support?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but not to support just you. Like, if I help you do that, then I basically have to help everybody else do that. That's not my job. I'm not getting paid extra to go up to customers. Oh, does this shoe fit? Does it not fit? Do you need another size? Do you want a different color? That's not my job. That's not in my job description. I'm not getting paid for that. You feel me? Like, that's not supporting you. That's you doing your job and then you making the commission off of it. No. So, like, yeah. So, like, a few days passed, and like after so long, I just told her, like, no, I'm not doing that for you anymore. I had spoke to our manager. I'm gonna call her V. V was like, you don't do that. You're not supposed to do that. I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna tell her, like, not to be asking you to do that. You do what you was trained to do. That's it. You don't do that, because you're not supposed to do that, because you don't get extra pay for that. So she said she was going to talk to her. So I'm guessing she talked to her. And then after that, like, she just had a stank attitude towards me. Like, every day I would come in, like, you have to clock in on the registers, which I think is just the dumbest thing at Macy's. You have to clock in on the register. You have to clock in on a register that's open. And if it's busy, you have to wait until it's free to clock in. So I would come in and I would always try to, like, clock in on this register that was on the side. So we had like 2 main registers, and then we had a register on the side. Like, no one would really like use that register unless we was just like super busy. So I would always come in and try to clock in right there. And it was like she would time when I would come in, because I came in around the same time, because I was coming off my first job, coming to this second job. So it was usually around 6 or 6:30. I was clocking in. So every time I was coming in from that day forward, she was always at that register when I would come in. And I would be like, oh, I need to clock in. And she was like, oh, you got to wait, because I'm using this register. I'm looking up shoes. I'm ordering shoes for customers. And it would just be like, well, you know, those registers over there, you know, it'd be times like nobody's over there. So I would just be like, all right, so I'm just go over there and clock in. But I would want to clock in right there because it was first. I can clock in right away. And she was just like, had this thinking ass attitude towards me. And I would just be like, okay, like, you know, I tried to like brush it off at first. Like, maybe she's just having a bad day. You feel me? Like, whatever. Maybe sis ain't hitting her sales goal. Who knows? I don't know. Mind you, it was always busy in the women's shoe department. Now, we would have our slow times, but when I tell y'all, the women's shoe department at this Walnut Creek Macy's was always packed. It was always people there. Like, you feel me? Like, you getting your commission. Everybody, it's money for everybody in here who getting that little extra commission. Like, it's always customers in here. And, you know, people come in with their friends, you know, especially during like the summer. It's always people in there in general. So it's like, girl, like, calm down. Like, if you having a bad day, stay your old ass at home, Carol. So one day I come in and Carol must have just thought like she could punk me. So she was like, I need you to help these customers because I have 2 other customers that I'm helping. And when I would go to the register and like ring people out, say I had to ring people out for some of the people that's selling, I would have to put in their agent number or their employee number so that when it rang out, it was under their name and they got the commission or credit for it or whatever. So it was like this one time where she was trying to tell me to help a customer. I helped the customer. I got the customer right or whatever. And when I went to go check the customer out, y'all, I was petty. I was like, it was this one girl in there I like. We gonna call her Vivi. And Vivi was this Asian lady. She was like so cool. She was like older, but she was just like so cool. And I'm gonna get into her in a minute. But so when I went to go check this customer out, I rang her up as Vivi. Bitch. Like, girl, don't play with me because we could play this game. So later on, they could check to see like all the transaction that was ran up. She was one of them. So at the end of the day, she was like checking out with me and she was like, oh, I'm missing a sale. And I was just like, oh, I don't know. Like, she's like, that customer I told you to help and ring out for me. Who did you ring them up under? And I was like, oh, I forgot your employee ID. I couldn't find it. So I didn't know where you was. So I rang it up under Vivi. And she was like, why would you do that? That was my sale. Now I have to go up to Vivi and tell her that she has to ring up her customers tomorrow, one of her customers tomorrow under my name so I can get my proper sale. And I was like, oh. She was like, how don't you know my employee ID? I was like, I don't remember y'all employee IDs off my head. And we used to have like a list of them, but like it would always get ripped off the register, or it wasn't at every register. We had like 3 registers. So if I was at a register that didn't have that list, I didn't see it. I don't know. And if you're not around, or if you don't tell me your employee ID when I'm checking out, then I'm going to put it under whoever I remember, or whoever I can look up the quickest, or, you know, whoever I like, which was Vivi. So whatever. And this one dude, his name was Alex. He might still work there. I don't know. But Alex was my dog too, though, y'all. Alex was hella cool. Y'all, so she's like going off on me. She was like, you cannot do that. You don't know your job. You need to be trained again. I'm going to report you to the manager. I think I named the manager V. And then I just named the other girl Vivi. I don't know. But she was like, I'm going to report you to the manager. And I was just like, okay, well, you shouldn't have had me help your customer and check them out, and then this wouldn't happen. She was like, but I was helping 3 customers. Why are you helping 3 customers at once? You really supposed to only be helping 1 customer at once. That's not my fault. You want to take on more than you can handle. You trying to get all this, you greedy. She was like super freaking greedy. Like Kara was so annoying. She would try to help so many people at once so she could get all this money in commission. It was just like, girl, you greedy as fuck. Like, you old ass bitch. Like, who the fuck you think you is, bitch? Like, y'all, mind y'all, I was the youngest one who worked in this department. Everybody else was like 30 and up at this time. Y'all, I was still in my 20s at this time, but everybody was like 30 plus and up. Mind y'all, this one girl has started, I'm gonna come back to her. So anyway, yeah, that little incident had happened. Like, she pissed me off. I was just like, okay, it was an accident. It was just like, it wasn't, but I was just like, it was just an accident. Like, I didn't know your stuff and I needed to ring it up, and I could not ring up anything that was like shoes in my employee ID because I wasn't a sales agent. Like, if they had clothes and stuff, like sometimes I would check out people who had just clothes and stuff. I could ring them up under I could type in my thing, but you know, for people who was like getting shoes, I had to put in a seller's thing to check them out. I was just like, you know, like, your stuff isn't up here. And I was like, Sean, I don't see your employee stuff right here, so I don't know what to tell you. Like, sorry. She was just hella pissed. So I was just like, girl, whatever. So we counting out the registers and stuff, and we do that, and you know, I get up out of there. I'm like, bitch, you got me fucked up. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you always trying to have me do your fucking job. And then the way she asking me was just like rude. She's not even like being nice about it. She would just be like, do this for me. Like, bitch, who the fuck are you? You're not the manager. I don't fucking like your attitude. I don't like the way you asking me things. Why do you think I want to help you? Like, girl, like, when you want somebody to help you or do you a favor, you be nice. Like, you don't be a fucking Karen ass bitch. So, I'm off for a few days because I don't work every day because this bitch stressed me out. And really, I was like, I could pick or drop schedules if I wanted to. Like, I didn't need the job, so it wasn't like press. I just wanted the job to have extra money just to make sure I had money to do other things, because my regular job money was tied up into all my bills and shit. And this job was just like my extra money, my fun money. You know what I mean? My save money. So I didn't go to work for a couple days because this hoe had me fucked up. So when I come back to work, it was tension as fuck, y'all. It was hella tension. So my first day coming back, like after like 3 or 4 days, and she was like, oh, you're back? I thought you got fired. And I was like, mind y'all, this is going on in the back room, in the stock room, because I had came in that day. I had spoke to my manager. She was like, we short on stock people in the back. Can you work in the back today? And I was like, yeah, cool. I love working in the back. I ain't got to deal with these motherfuckers on this floor and these customers on this floor, because working in the women's shoe department, I'm telling you, women are irritating. I'm a woman. I never know what I want. You feel me? So I ain't even mad, but it was irritating. It's very draining. Like, it's a lot of hard work working in the women's shoe department. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm a rant at the end. She comes to the back because when you clock in, you can come in the back and like put, you know, like if you got water, snacks, you know, you put it back there or whatever. But you can carry your purse on you. But like if you got a water bottle or just certain things, you go in the back, you put in the back. She was like, yeah, I thought you got fired. And I was like, y'all, it took everything in me not to be like, well, bitch, what the fuck made you think that? But But I was like, why did you think that? She was like, oh, because you wasn't here for a while. And after I talked to V, I thought she let you go because you cannot be checking out in the wrong employees, employee ID. She was like, I really felt like you did that on purpose. And I was like, and if I did, why does it matter? I was doing you a favor. I was doing your job. You shouldn't even been helping that many customers at once. Like, I'm heated. I'm like, this bitch, I know this bitch. Like, she got me hella fucked up. Like, bitch, like she was a real bold ass, Karen ass bitch. I was just like, oh, okay. I see what I'm dealing with here. Okay, cool. Pete, got you. Okay. So I'm just like, yeah, no, I just took some time off because I could do that. Because little do you know, I have a full-time job making way more money than I make here. This is an optional job for me. Like, you feel me? And at this particular time, they needed me. They needed my support. They was not firing me. And she was just like, oh, I thought this was your only job. And I was like, I don't know why you thought that. You don't know me. This is my second job. I work it at a real job where I make better money here. I'm making more money than you, boo. Like, stop playing with me. Like, don't play with me, sis. Because at this point in time, I could tell y'all at this point. At this time, I was making like, I was making like $18 to $20 at this job. I could have been making like $21. I could have been making like $20 or more at this job at this point. So I was just like, Miss Ma'ams, like, I'm making enough money at this job, way more than you making here in your fucking commission. You got to do all this work. I mean, trust me, the call center was hell, but they was paying me a good enough money or whatever, and I could finesse them there. So I'm just like, yeah, this is just my spending money job. Like, I don't need this job. I don't know, like, and if I did get fired, I was just like, yeah, but no. Yeah, I was like, V ain't said nothing to me. If anything, she was calling me on my days off, asking me if I could come in, and I told her no, I needed some time. She was just like, oh, and I was like, yeah, So we go about the day, and it's just like hella tension. Like, I'm out on the floor, I go up after them, I'm picking up shoes, and like, y'all, she was just bumping me. She was just like, oh, I don't need you to help me. I don't need you to help me. And this not your job, right? That's not your job. Just like saying hella little shady shit. But she's like whispering it. But mind you, like, the customers is like peeping. They like, what the hell going on? And I'm just like, I'm just coming to pick up the shoes the customers don't want. I'm like, I'm not arguing with her. I'm just picking up the shoes the customers don't want. She's like, I didn't say the customer didn't want these shoes. How do you know the customer don't want these shoes? And I'm just like, because I didn't went back and got a couple different pairs. Like, I need to pick these up, take these back, or they was like shoes on the right. I'm like, I'm just putting these shoes back. Or sometimes I will be looking for shoes for somebody else to help them out, like Vivi or Alex, because they was my favorite. I'm like, oh, if the customer don't want this size, somebody over here do. So y'all, she like strong armed me. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm just picking up the shoes the customers don't want. So I'm like going to grab some shoes off the floor. She was like, no, not these. Like, strong arm, like, boop, boop, boop. Like, y'all, when we touched, like, she boop. She like my arm out the way. She like, no, to my arm. I was like, oh, this bitch wanna fight. Carol wants to fight me. Carol want these hands. Carol want these hands, y'all. So I look up at her. Y'all, I forget I'm at work. I'm like, and I had to like gather myself. I was like, you know what? Okay. I won't come over to where you at no more. I was like, you got it. So I leave that area. I'm just like, I'm going on my break. I went on my break. I went outside. I was just like, Hoosa. Cause Carol, I'm about to knock this old ass bitch out. I swear on my mama, this bitch, she wanna fight me. She wanna fucking fight me. This hoe wanna fight me. So I take my little 15. I come back in. Y'all, she just mugging me, staring me down. And I'm just like, bitch. I'm just looking at her back like, like, girl, like, chill. So Vivi, the Asian lady, she come up to me. She was like, what's going on between you and Carol? And I'm like, nothing. She got a problem with me because I told her the whole spiel because Vivi was cool. And she was like, oh, that's why she came up to me that day and the next day and said I needed to check out one of my customers in her name. I was like, yeah, I guess. She was like, yeah, because I told her no, I wasn't going to do that because that had nothing to do with me or whatever. I was like, yeah, like, she was like, but she didn't tell me it was you. And I was like, I bet she didn't. I was like, yeah, no. She mad because, yeah, I rang the customer up and it was a big sale, y'all. They had like $200-300 worth of shoes. She had got a real good commission off that little sale. Yeah, so I was like, yeah, I did it on purpose. And she was like, oh, thank you. And I was like, yeah, y'all, we do a little She was so cool. I loved her. I'm so glad she had eventually got promoted because she was like awesome. But yeah, and so like we did that little snicker and like I'm telling you, like Carol, we was still on the floor doing that though. Carol was looking like you could tell her blood was boiling because y'all know how like when you fair skin, when you get mad, you just get red. She just got red. Like I was just like, oh yeah, I got her ass pressed. Like, yeah, bitch, don't fucking try me. I know how to get you motherfucking bitches in the work world. I don't gotta get all rah-rah with you. Let's play games. Let's play games. So she looking at me and I'm looking at her and I'm just laughing with Vivi. I'm like, yeah. Looking at her like, bitch. Like, yeah. Yeah, we're talking about your ass, bitch. Say something. Cause you just tried, bitch. You strong arm me? Like, girl, you look at it, knock your motherfucking head off your shoulders, bitch. Yeah, so that day go and come. Y'all, the next day is where shit go down. Hold on. I gotta put my cup down. Boom. Y'all, that next day, I guess Carol was like, oh, you think you about to play with me? Yeah, Carol was like, yeah, let's see. So I come in that day. I try to clock in on the side register. Carol at the register. And I'm like, I just walked past her because I went up to the register. She was like bent over. I didn't even see her. Like she was bending down doing something. I don't know. Maybe she's like getting a bag or something. I don't know. Yeah, so I just automatically go to one of the other register. The other registers was being used. So I was just like waiting and it was like a line or whatever. So I went back because I knew Carol was not doing nothing at this register. Like we really just used this register to like look up customers, orders or order customers, things or nothing like that. So I go back over there. I'm like, you know, she didn't have no line. Nobody was there. She should be done with that register soon. So I go back over there. And I'm like, are you done with the register? I don't see no customers. She's like, no, I'm looking up shoes. And I was just like, can I clock in real quick? And then you can get back to looking at your shoes. She was like, no, you're going to have to wait. And I was like, I need to clock in. Like, you feel me? Like, it's time for me to clock in. It's only going to take me like 2 minutes, if that, like just boom, boom, boom. And she was like, no, you can go use the other registers. And I was like, no, they're busy. It's a line over there. I'm going to use this register. Like, can you just let me use the register real quick? And then you can have a register. She was like, didn't I just tell you I'm busy on this register that you can go look for another register? You can go to another part of the Macy's and look for a register. Y'all, and she was like, I'm just like, you know, you don't got to do all of that. I'm like, that's rude. I just want to clock in. I'm like, look, I don't know what your problem is with me. I don't know if you're still mad about that little, but I just need to clock in. Like, it's not that serious. She was like, well, I'm going to tell you again, little girl. See? That's what we not about to do. Because I don't need this job. Like, I don't need the job. I can go get a fucking another job, a second job if I needed to. And I'm just like, look here, Carol. We're at work. You're my elder. And I'm trying to keep things peaceful with you. Let me clock in. And then you can have a register. Easy. She was like, again, little girl, go to another register. Shoo now. Y'all, so I'm petty. I'm pissed. Y'all, I go to the other side where she at, and I'm like, excuse me, I'm about to clock in. She goes, no, you're not. Oh, okay, Kara. You want to fight. You want to fight. You want these hands. At the time, I was going through so much. Bitch, I'm telling you, you do not want to fight me right now. I am at my stress level 1,000. Bitch, you do not want all of this to come out on your fucking old ass. Bitch, let me clock in. Y'all, we bumping and shit. When I tell y'all, I cannot believe this shit. When I tell y'all, Carol was a bold white bitch. This bitch, boom, pushed me. Y'all, I fucking stumble and fall, bitch. I'm pissed. I'm enraged. I'm like, you are so disrespectful. I'm like, what is your problem with me? I'm like yelling. Now, mind y'all, it's people in the store. They're looking at me like, they're looking at her like, what's going on? So Vivi comes over there. She's like, what's going on? Y'all, I'm mad. I get to crying because I'm just like, I'm at work. I'm in a public place. I'm in Walnut Creek. This is like a suburban area of the Bay Area. Real uppity. I'm like, if I get the tweaking, it's gonna look bad on me. Cause one, I'm younger than her. I'm black. She white. She older. You know, it's just gonna, it doesn't matter. It's just how it looks. It's gonna look funny. So I'm just pissed. I'm just like, you're hella rude. You're hella rude. I'm like, man, you lucky we at work. You lucky we at work, Carol. You lucky we at work. You keep trying me, Carol. Vivi's like, what's going on? What's wrong? I'm like, she just pushed me and I fell. Vivi's like, calm down, Shayla, calm down. Like, what do you mean she just pushed you? I'm like, she just pushed me. All I wanted to do was clock in. She's like, Shayla, please calm down. Please calm down. Please calm down. I'm like, no, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this job. I'm tired of her. I'm tired of this. Like, this is not worth it. Like, this is not worth it because she's going to have me hurt her old ass. She's going to have me hurt her old ass. She's going to make me catch her outside, clocking out, walking to her car, and I'm going to clock. Bitch, I'm gonna clock this hoe as she clocking the fuck out to her fucking car. Because, bitch, you got me fucked up, y'all. I was so mad. I was so embarrassed. Like, it was just so crazy. I just could not believe this was happening. So, Vivi calming me down. She's walking me to the back. She's like, come on, Shayla, just walking me to the back, walking me to the back. Tell me, like, what's going on. So, I'm telling Vivi what's going on, like, but I'm crying. I'm bawling because I'm just so mad because I really want to go and just steal off on Carol. Carol comes to the back and she's just like, I don't know what she's telling you, but she's lying. She put her hands on me first. I said, I did not put my hands on you. I'm crying. I'm like, I did not put my hands on you. I said, I came over there. I tried to clock out. I mean, I bumped her, but I didn't like put my hands on her. I was like, you wouldn't get out the way. So I bumped you a little bit and you started doing too much. And Vivi's just like, Carol, like, what are you doing? You're always picking at her. All she's here to do is help us and support us on the floor. Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you treating her like this? And she's just like, I'm not treating her like nothing. She just doesn't know how to do her job. And I'm like, I don't know how to do my job. No, you don't know how to do your job because you always asking me for help. You're mad because I don't want to help you. Do your job. Do your job. You strong-armed me the other day. Now you pushing on me? Like you pushed me, bitch? I'm just like, lady, you are really pushing me to the edge. This is not what I came here for. I just want to come here, do my job, go home. So Vivi calls V, our manager. She's telling her like what's going on. V comes down for wherever she at and like, she's telling Carol, she's like, you need to go home. She's like, go home. And, you know, I'll talk to both of you guys about it and we'll figure this out. So she made Carol go home. And that made Carol, like, so mad because she was mad that V took my side because she had been working there longer. But, like, y'all, like, I just came off as this sweet, innocent, nice young lady who just wanted to come help, because I wasn't on that rah-rah. I don't go into work be like, yeah, what up? Like, I be like, hey, how you guys doing? It's nice to meet you. Like, hi, how can I help? Anything to do to help? I just want to help the team. I just want to, be supportive. That's how I come in, like, high energy, very welcoming. I don't come in like Shayla at home. You feel me? I come in as professional Shayla. You feel me? Like, hey, how's everything going? How's your day? Chippery, whatever. So, V's just like, like, I don't see Shayla just coming for you. Like, you go take your ass home, because everybody knew how Carol was. Like, she was just that nitpicky ass, old ass, Karen ass bitch. No shade, but she just was. Like, she just did too fucking much. So me and V talking, and I'm telling her like all the stuff that's been going on, and like how she be picking at me, all this stuff, and I'm just like, it's just hard to like work with her. Like, I cannot keep working with her, and she keeps treating me like this. Like, I'm gonna I'm gonna put my hands on that old bitch. I didn't say it like that, but I said it like, she keep pushing me, and things might lead to physical altercation, and I don't want it to lead to there, because I love working here. I love supporting. I'm just saying stuff like that. I'm just like, this is just a extra job for me. I didn't know I was gonna come here and it was gonna be all of this. I'm just talking like that because it is. It's just extra money, like, just so when I pay all my bills, I have money to blow. really, honestly, truly, I don't need the job, because I can pay all my bills and sit the fuck at home. Like, I don't need extra money until I, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, it is what it is. But, I like extra money. I want to be able to do this, do that, spend money on this, buy that. She's just like, no, I'm going to take care of it. I promise. Please don't quit. Please don't quit. We need you. We don't have anyone else. It was this other older lady who used to come in, but she would only come in sometimes. But I was like really the only person who was like really working that floor, picking up all the shoes, organizing the shelves outside. Not outside, like on the floor and stuff like that. And like, I did it quick and I did it well. Like, I came in, did my job, did what I had to do. Everyone else was so nice to me and everything like that. She was like the only one that was like giving me trouble. So it was just like, she knew she was the problem. Like, she knew her. She was like, yeah, she's always doing this. Like, I'm going to talk to her and tell her she cannot, interact with you anymore. And I was like, yeah, I don't want that bitch speaking to me. I don't want that bitch looking at me. I really don't want to work on the same shift as her. And she was like, yeah, I'm going to get everything fixed so that, you're not like working with her like that. I'm going to, speak to her. And, if she does this again, she's going to be fired. Like, I'm like, yeah, because she put her hands on me again. And I promise you, I'm going to catch that hoe clocking the fuck out in this parking lot. And I'm going to drag her ass through this whole fucking parking lot. And then, you know what? Carol's going to come in a few days. And Carol's going to look fucked up. Because I done fucked that bitch up in the parking lot. Because that bitch need to learn her motherfucking lessons. You don't play with me. You can play with everybody else in this motherfucking Macy's. But bitch, don't play with me. The fuck, bitch? Like, who the fuck you think you are? Like, she tried to fucking, like, little girl ass me. Like, bitch, yeah, I was working at a call center, but, bitch, I was making way more money at that job than you're making here. Because I think, they was only making, like, at that time, shit, like 15, 16 an hour, on top of their commission. Like, bitch, I'm at a fucking call center sitting my ass all day. It was kind of low-key stressful at some times, but making like 20 something an hour. Like, girl, who is you little girl in? I got a better job than you. This is like free money. This is just extra money. Again, like, I gotta keep iterating to these motherfuckers. Like, this is not I don't need this job, bitch. You need this job. That's why you going so hard for all these fucking sales, bitch. Your old ass do something else. I don't need to. I don't. You know what I mean? It was just like, girl, I don't need this job. You need this job. I don't need this. You need it. I don't, bitch. Don't get fucked up. And then you gotta come into work looking fucked up, and I quit, and then I'm deal with it. Bitch, you're gonna be looking dumb. So after that, y'all, V like changed her fucking schedule to where like she will be leaving at like 6 or 6:30. So as I was getting there, like, we only worked together for like 30 minutes, but Y'all, after that, every time I saw that bitch, I promise you I would mug the fuck out of her, like. And then and I seen other people looking or something, I was just like, hi. Don't ask me for shit. Don't ask me for nothing. She tried to ask me to help her one day. I said, no. And I walked away. No. No, I can't do nothing for you. I can't pick up the shoes behind you. I can't help you manage all your customers you trying to take on. I can't help you ring out or check out a customer. I cannot help you do nothing. Nada. Figured out, bitch. Struggle. Stress. Yes. Yeah, she would be struggling, stressing, because she would try to help so many customers at once. She was like picking them wrong. And because I would, go back and get shoes for them. I stopped doing that shit for her. Like, don't ask me shit. Like, I'm not fucking helping you. Now you gotta go all the way in the back to the person in the back. Well, they had like little thing where they could like order the shoes, and then the person in the back would get it ready. But I would usually go get the shoes and bring it to them, just to make it simpler. Like when I had downtime and I wasn't like doing things, cleaning up the floor or in the back. So yes, no, go get the shoes. You go get the shoes. Like, girl, she would ask me, don't talk to me. Didn't B tell you not to speak to me? Don't associate with me. Don't fucking look my way, bitch, before I have to drag your ass about this fucking Macy's up and down these fucking parking lots or these streets of Walnut Creek. Girl, I don't want to have to do you like that, but I will do you like that. Like, I don't need this job. I promise you I don't need the job. I want the job. I don't need the job. But like, let's just say like a month passed of me just being like hella mean to this bitch, like not speaking to her, or no, I don't give a shit. That bitch could have asked me, did you eat? No. Like, bitch, you tried to fight me. Bitch, you pushing somebody? Like, I mean, y'all, she pushed the fuck out of me. And when she strong armed me, she strong the fuck out of me. Like, girl, if this was any other circumstances and this wasn't a job and we was not at work, or we was not where we was at, girl, I would have motherfucking gave it to Miss motherfucking Carol. Like, I would have. And I don't even try to disrespect my elders, and I would even feel wrong dogging out an old ass bitch. But this bitch had me fucked up. And it was just like I said, she tried to like little girl me. She tried to make it seem like I didn't know what I was doing. I don't want to say she was racist, more so like prejudiced. Like, she just looked at me like, oh, this little black girl, like, blah, blah, blah. Bitch, you're working at fucking Macy's in the shoe department at your old ass age. Who are you to judge? Girl, bye. Like, please, like, I will smack your motherfucking ass, bitch. Go get your daughter or somebody, because I'll drag that hoe too. But yeah, like after like a month or so, y'all, like she just got tired of me being mean to her, and I couldn't help her, and she was over there struggling. I would just look at her. Y'all, it would be times like I didn't have nothing to do and she'd be struggling. I'd just be like, bitch, yeah. You probably need my support right now, don't you? After like I said, like a month, like she came up to me. She was like, hey, can I talk to you? And I was just like, And she like pulled something out of her pocket. And I was like, bitch, hold on. And it was a Starbucks card. She was like, here, I just want to give you this. I just want to say I'm sorry. I don't know what got over me. I apologize. I want us to be cool. I don't want work to be, tense. I don't want you to be mad at me. And I was like, it's cool, Carol. I snatched a little Starbucks gift card. At this time, I wasn't on coffee like that, but I was drinking sometimes because obviously I worked a full job. Then I was at my second job and we had a Starbucks right in there. So I was like, yeah, bitch, give me this motherfucker. I was like, yeah, it's cool. I accept your apology. I just hope going forward, not to play with me. And she was like, and I was like, what the fuck you thought I was going to say? Don't play with me. We won't have no problems, because next time I feel like you getting aggressive towards me, I guess I'm just getting arrested, because I'm gonna have to drag your ass. But I just wanted to give y'all like how like I know what y'all thinking. I know y'all like, why you didn't report her as to like HR or corporate or whatever. Let me just tell y'all. One of the reasons why I did not report her, because I did bump her first. And if they would have went and looked at the cameras, they would have seen that I did bump her first. And when I say I bumped her, like I bumped her. Now, mind you, I didn't give a description of her. And I know maybe I should have gave a description of her in the beginning, but she was like a tall, medium built older lady. Like, she wasn't no small, flimsy, old ass lady. No, she looked like she kept good care of herself. You know what I mean? So she wasn't no petite, short lady. She was tall and she had a weight on her. So when I bumped her, like I really bumped her to where she like moved a little bit. You feel me? I didn't just like little bitty bump her. I bumped the shit out of her, like really, really. So if they would have went back and reviewed the cameras, they would have seen that I bumped her first. So y'all know how that go. At the end of the day, I just was feeling at that time, no matter what, if I would have probably reported it to like HR or something, even though V and Vivi had my back, I just felt at that time that they was still gonna put me at fault. For one, I was new, and then people in HR and stuff like that, they don't know me. They gonna see me as just some black girl who probably ratchet. That's how I was looking at it. I was young at the time. I did not know no better. That's just really what was going through my head. So I chalked it up, and I let her push me, and I let her get away with that. Today, couldn't nobody play with me like that. For one, it wouldn't have been no reporting. At this time, at this age, if somebody would have played with me like that, I just probably would have got fired and arrested. And I know y'all probably thinking like, girl, really? Yes, for real. Because you're not going to play with me like that at this grown ass age. I'm not going to let nobody play with me like that. For one, at this age, I would have gave her a real serious warning. I'd have been like, look, if you got a problem with me, okay, don't be coming at me at work with all that animosity. You know, I would have had a better conversation with her. I would have had my grown woman voice on like this, and I would have talked to her real firm. Like, I'm not about to play these games with you. I might have either went to HR before it got to this point, or reported her before it got to a point where I felt like she was gonna put her hands on me, or I was gonna put my hands on her. But after that, if somebody was to really just try me like that, y'all, like in all seriousness, like on my mama, we would be fighting. Because no, you're not finna punk me. I don't give a shit. Like, you're not finna punk me. Like, nah. Back then, I was young, and I just felt intimidated really by this lady. But it was just like, I still stood my ground. But today, I'm telling you, Miss Ma'ams would have been dragged about that Macy's. Like, it would have took everything to get me up off her ass. For real, for real. Also, y'all, I wanted to mention why I was always so pressed about clocking in. So they track your clock in. Anytime you clocked in, I think it was like 5 minutes after your clock in time, your attendance rate went down. So if your attendance rate, this was at the time, I don't know if it changed, but if your attendance rate stayed at like a good percentage, you could get a raise every so often or get a bonus. And when I'm working for a job, y'all, my attendance is important to me. At that job, it was very important to me. Like, I really liked it, the job, besides, you know, dealing with the drama on the floor with the customers, but I didn't always have to deal with customers. That was like the only hiccup I was having at that job, besides Carol ass. But other than that, I enjoyed the job. I liked, you know, organizing the shoes, receiving shoes, stocking shoes, all that kind of stuff, because I'm a girl. I loved shoes. So in that aspect of the job, I really liked it, besides dealing with the annoying ass customers when I had to occasionally. So any job I'm working at and I like, my attendance is important to me. So that was really like irritating me, because it would be like, I'm going back and forth with her. The time is ticking. So it was just like irritating. And then if those registers that we used to check out people was busy, I had to wait.
The other register, we never really checked out customers there unless we were super busy. So that register was never open to make purchases. It was just on where you can like clock in, look up orders, or order shoes if they were not in our Macy's. We can order them at other Macy's or order them to the customer's house or to the store for the customer to pick up. So it was like the things that she was doing on that register, she can get back to once I was done clocking in. It only took a couple seconds to clock in. Just punch in your ID number and your last four of your social. You clocked in. That's it. So that's really why it was irritating me that she would do that, because she knew that me clocking in 5 minutes late would affect my attendance performance rating or whatever. So yeah, that's why I was getting so mad about that part.
Let me just tell y'all how like certain jobs, I know some of y'all can relate, and I know it's just not like black people, ethnic people in general, but I started with this girl, right? She was, you know, a white girl, cool. Like, I don't have no problems with her, nothing's wrong with being different races or anything like that. I'm not prejudiced or racist or nothing like that. But I started with this girl. I say I worked there for maybe like a year, and I outdid her. So she was doing the same thing I was doing, but I outdid her, excelled at everything, you know, everything. Like, how the hell did this girl in 6 months get promoted to a manager? Mind you, she wasn't like a manager of the shoe department. She was like a manager of, I think, what was it? The women's bags department, which was like right next to our department. Now, when the position came open, it was for part-time. It was for like the hours I worked, and then you had to work every weekend instead of like every other weekend or something like that. So I had applied for the position because I was like, shit, why not? You know, I could still work my same hours. I just have to work every weekend, but I'll be making more money than I'm making now. I was more qualified for the job than her. I had the background, everything. This was her first job. Y'all wanna know what? Guess who they gave the job to? Her. Now, maybe it could have been because they thought, oh, she had a full-time job, she might quit one day or nothing like that. I never planned on really quitting. And if I would have became a manager, like, I probably wouldn't have quit or whatever. But yeah, they gave the job to her. And I was just like, wow. Mind y'all, she would come to work late. She would leave work whenever she wanted. She would barely do her job. Even when she got promoted to manager, she barely did her job. Yeah. That shit pissed me off. Like, after so long, I just got so fucking tired of working there. Like, they wanted me to work all the time. Like, every day I got out of work, every weekend. And I was just like, I don't want to do that. Like, I only wanted to work a couple times a week, get a couple extra $100. Like, y'all wanted me to do all of this. And then Carol, like, pissing me off. Like, Vivi, my girl, she got a promotion to like a different area, which I'm proud. She deserved that. She had been there for a while. Like, she deserved that promotion. I was like really proud of her. And I just got overwhelmed after so long. So I put in my 2 weeks and I quit after so long. I was just like, this job is too much. Like, the customers, too much. Like, the women in the department acted so bad and bougie. Like, they wanted you to like, so say if they wanted like a size 10, you had to go back and get the shoe. What took you so long? I can't fit this shoe. Go give me another shoe. Throwing shoes at you, being rushy, being pushy. Like, it was a couple times I almost had to squabble with some of the customers. I might do some mini story times on that because they was trying me. Like, boo-boo, really? I could fuck you up. How about that? How about I knock your ass out with these shoes? Because, bitch, what you not gonna do is be disrespectful to me. Like, I just kept, I don't need this job. I don't need this job. It's just extra money. Like, y'all got me fucked up in this bitch. Like, really, like, you know, you feel me? I'm ready to drag every motherfucking body except for Vivi and Alex and, you know, V, my manager, who was cool. I give some other people that worked at Up School, but them was my favorites. But yeah, I would never work in retail ever again unless I literally had to. Working in the women's shoe department was hell, but working in the women's cosmetic fragrance department was worse because of the workers. Dealing in the women's shoe department was worse because of the customers. I mean, Carol was irritating, but outside of that, it was the customers. Like, customers was irritating. Or it would be like times where it's like, okay, I need to cash out this register, and like people will still be trying to like get shoes, and I would have to tell them like, you know, like I closed the register, and they'd be ready to fight me because I closed the register. Like, it's time, it's closing time, been past closing time. I tried to give y'all extra 15 minutes and you took too long. Like, the lights is off, the elevator stopped, we're closed, bitch. The fuck do you mean I need to open the register and check you out? Bitch, let me check you out. Let me drag your ass up out of here, because y'all hoes had me fucked up. But yeah, y'all, that was the time my coworker tried to fight me. That hoe tried to try me. That bitch had me crying up in the store. Like, I was pissed. Like, that hoe had me hot. Like, ooh, yeah, period. But yeah, y'all, this video is long enough. I got lots of editing to do. I really thought I was gonna be done filming a long time ago, but I don't know what it is. It just takes me for a long time to do things. So, ooh. But this is the last video I'm recording. Everything else has been recorded. Y'all gonna get videos every day this week. Check out the Nellies. I know I did my stay impressed. I was supposed to do it the other way, but you know, whatever. Love them. Oh, I don't think I mentioned. Hold on. I made this outfit a long time ago, and I did the custom shoes. I'm probably gonna post a picture on my community tab so y'all can see the full fit. Nails by me, outfit by me, shoes customized by guess what, who? Me. Yeah, you know what it is. I'm just a creator. I like creating things. I like making things. Yeah, I can't wait till I can do this for a full-time job, because it's like so much I want to do, but I have a full-time job, so it's hard to do. So hopefully one day I could do, you know, be a full-time creator, you know, creating clothes, creating nails, customizing shoes, making jewelry, because I do that too. I just want to make shit. Like, that's my dream, is to full-time be a creator, a designer, you know? So yeah, but y'all always showing me love. I appreciate y'all. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I hit 1.5 subscribers. I totally forgot. I need to pick a winner. Wow. By now, I most likely picked a winner. If not, I picked a winner and I'm putting it somewhere in a video. Shouting out my winner for my giveaway. Hey, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I'm at 1.5 subscribers. Actually, I think I'm at like 1.6. 1.6, something like that. But thank y'all. We on the road to 2K. Hey. Deuces. I love shoes. I will buy shoes just because. I don't even need the shoe. I will buy a black boot knowing I got 5 black boots that look similar to this boot, but because it got one thing different, I need it. That's really what she was. I didn't want to name her Karen, because I'm gonna name another bitch Karen in another fucking story when I talk about this call center. So I'm naming her Carol, which is close to Karen. Anyways,